talk to you about Atomic's Hawx Ultra XTD BOA boots.
We've got two versions of the boots. We've got men's and the women's. Obviously, both are available in different flexes. The women's is available in a 95 and a 115 with size ranges of 22.5 up to 27.5. And the men's is going to be in a 110 and a 130 with size of 24.5 to 29.5. And all of these boots are based off of a 98 millimeter last.
Which is rare in the BOA side of the wall right now.
Now, and the other nice thing with these boots is if you're unsure about BOA, but you also, you want the fit of this boot, both of these boots are still available in their traditional buckle counter versions.
That's a good option.
It is a good option. Now, as far as, let's talk about BOA and what BOA does with the boot. So, we've got the ability with the BOA that we don't have in older versions of BOA is that we can bring this boot in, dial it down, get micro adjustments on this, and Snugs up here. You've got some nice little lines across the forefoot area so you can see how much that BOA is being brought in and get that finite adjustment you want. But you also now have the ability of backing it off a couple of clicks so you, again, can get that exact fit that you're looking for.
So you can dial it back a couple of clicks instead of having to pull it and completely release the boot.
Yeah. So, and as far as overall design of the boot, Atomic is using the Mimic Platinum liner in here. So again, you've got articulation here in the back, which helps work with the shell. We've got a 3 to 54 degree range as far as for your stride on the boots. Pretty much what we would expect from something with a walk feature. We've got our adjustment on our back as far as that locks in the upper cuff on it. And one thing I do like that Atomic is integrating into their boots that a lot of manufacturers have gotten away from, and something that Trish and I work on both ends of the extremities, is the ability of adjusting that forward lean in the boot.
That was huge for me.
Yep. Out of the box, the boot comes set up at 15 degrees out of the box, but it can also be set a little more upright at 13 degrees like Tricia likes, but I prefer a little more forward lean, and I set mine at 17 degrees.
And to speak to that point, I've always liked my boot a little bit more upright. I don't know why I liked it more upright, but I just always felt more balanced. When I got this, I left it at 15 and skied it for a few days to just kind of get a sense of it, and then switched it to 13, and I realized that I really do prefer that 13 over the 15 or 17 upright, stance.
Yep. And we also have spent some time in the regular Hawx Ultra, which is this boot here with the fixed cuff. Going over to the XTD BOA, really, there was no loss in performance. And what we felt, they did a really good job with the coupling here as far as connecting the cuff. So you do have a lot of nice performance out of it. And I will say that Matt Minzer and his team really did a good job of shaping the shell of the boot.
Very much so.
Now, I measured 26.5, Trish measures 24.5, but we tend to go a size down in our regular boots. Both of these boots in our measured 26 and 24 size
skied pretty well.
Skied really well for us. Where we've been in other 26s and 24s that we're really fighting to keep control on the hill. But the overall shape on the clog here and even on the cuff is where Atomic really did some stuff that a lot of manufacturers haven't gone that extra little bit of a distance.
The three things that I noticed made a difference for me being able to ski in my measured size are, first of all, what you said about the heel shape. It's really got a nice snug fit in the heel. That's number one. Number two, it's a 98 last, which most of the other BOA boots are wider.
Yep.
And the other thing that they did is they gave us a tongue that's removable and adjustable, and there are some graduations on it that are for high, medium, and low volume. And the nice part about that is I moved mine back to the low volume, which put the tongue in a position where it really keeps my heel back in that back pocket, and I'm really enjoying that fit.
So now both of us, again, we've both spent close to 24 days in this boot out there on the snow, and both duly impressed on it. Again, we're skiing these boots in a little bit of a bigger size than we normally did. What we also noticed was very little, if any, packing out of the shell.
Yeah, I'm really not feeling a packing out.
So again, when you're going in to take a look at boots, trust your boot fitter. They're going to help set you up for success in a boot. But this is a boot that really you should have on your short list if you're looking for something with BOA and you've got a low volume foot.
That's absolutely, and it's kind of nice because it's giving us the option to expand into the backcountry a little bit, maybe dabble in touring a little bit and get out there even more.
And even in today's age when you're parking further away.
Yeah.
So with the addition of a integrated grip walk sole on here, if you notice it's welded onto the shell. So you've got some really good connection to the snow. It's articulated really nice for walking. And again, this is where Atomic really has done a good job.
Excelled. And this is probably one of the more confidence-inspiring walking in boots that I've been in.
Yeah. The only knock with the sole like that is if you have to have your boot canted, it might not be the best way to go in that. Yeah. But again, consult with your boot fitter on that and work on your stance and such. The other nice little nicety with their boots is their power strap they use, which is actually a pull tab to release that open, which is really nice for taking that off. A little bit nicer of a design that most have. Something simple, and we've talked about this design in the past. What I like with the Atomic version that is a little bit different is this doesn't lock in until you lock it in, and then you can cinch that up properly.
It's a really good way to get it snugged up tight.
It really is. So, and as far as your walk feature, just bring the buckles, open them, lock them in place. They'll stay in the front here with the tab on here. And then as far as for your walk feature, again, it does release that cuff. It's easier to show you without the shell in there. But again, we've got a really good range here for your stride. Again, whether you're in the back country or in the back lot.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got some great options here. We've got a BOA design here that, again, for reliability and durability, having a couple of dozen days between both of us in that boot, we've seen absolutely no problem with it.
Absolutely not.
We've been in the trees, we've walked up steps, walked down steps, and there has not been a case where we've risked that BOA fixture coming off.
And I'll tell you, this year's the year with the snow being as deep and the trees have been fully covered. Now the snow's melting, we're getting those treetops are starting to stick up. So if you were going to catch it on something, that's what you're going to catch it on.
This year we definitely would have. And as far as warranty on that BOA design, it is a lifetime warranty. So any shop that does carry BOA, they will have replacement parts to swap this in and out, and all it will be a couple of screws to take that on and off. You'll be in and out as quick as a NASCAR pit stop.
And you know what? They're giving us a lot of options to get out there and have fun on the snow.
Yeah, because in the end, skiing is fun.
Don't forget, y'all, skiing is fun. Keep the FU in fun. I'm taking the elevator down.
If you enjoyed this informative video, hit that bell, subscribe so that you'll stay up to date on the new videos, and check out SkiTalk.com for more ski-related content.
Also, please follow SkiTalk.com on all of your social media channels. No scenes from Hot Tub Time Machine were reenacted during the production of this video.